I'm drinking eggs. Hi, I'm Beryl, and the theme for today's video is eggs. I have done this topic before, but there are so many amazing recipes out there. Today, we have 5 recipes from 5 countries, so let's get cracking.
Hi everyone, my name is Shannon. I'm a Korean American living in France. The dish that I'd like to introduce you to is called Mayak Gyeran, which translates to drug egg. And I know that sounds a bit weird and maybe scary, but no drugs are involved. It's just that the eggs are so good, they're addictive, hence the name. It's common to serve these eggs over a bowl of hot rice. So this particular dish blew up in Korea in 2018, and that's when I found out about it. There is a more traditional dish called Gyeran jorim, and that is soy braised eggs. So that is actually made on the cooktop, and you braise the eggs in a hot soy brine, whereas Mayak Gyeran is just left to marinate in the soy sauce. So I really like this dish because it's super easy to make with quite common ingredients. It tastes phenomenal, which is like important when you want to make something or eat something. And it's just a step above your regular rice and eggs. The soft-boiled yolk just really elevates the dish. It's so beautiful and decadent for just a simple dish. The flavors are truly Korean, and that just always brings me back to my childhood. I was born in Korea, but I grew up in the US, and my mom was the cook in the household. She made everything, and luckily she made Korean food more often than not because that's all I pretty much ate. And when it came to food, she would always tell me that I'm more Korean than her. I could use chopsticks better than her, and I just take that as a compliment. And I hope that my daughter can appreciate and will love Korean food as much as I do. I think you should give this dish a try because it's super easy to make with common ingredients. And if you're somebody who really likes flavorful things, I think this will just be an instant hit. So, I mean, there's really no reason not to make it. Enjoy! 맛있게 드세요!
Starting with some drug eggs. I think that I've seen these eggs trending on TikTok, so it was very exciting to get to learn a little bit more about them. Also, they look pretty amazing. My jammy yolk is jammy. I need a moment. This might be one of the best egg dishes I've ever had in my entire life. There is nothing better than a spicy, savory, marinated egg, honestly. The marinade for these was obviously very simple. I didn't have rice syrup. I did buy it at the Korean grocery store, but I'm also linking it below in case you want to buy it online because you want to try to make this. You could see how thick the consistency was. Shannon said that you could also use honey if you couldn't find rice syrup. She also told me in an email that these could last 5 days in your refrigerator. Who's letting these sit for 5 days? Honestly, I feel like I could eat all of the eggs at once, which would be, I mean, that would be too much, right? Kind of like, okay, I know I've already said TikTok, but you know that other girl on TikTok who eats 7 eggs for breakfast every morning? If they were like this, I definitely could do that. Is there anything more satisfying than when you're peeling an egg and like it all comes off? It's like, oh, there's something about that like I feel deep inside of me. But then on the other end of the spectrum, when everything's just chipping off and then it rips a whole chunk of the white out, you know, it's like a seesaw of emotions where you're feeling so amazing to then feeling just so sad. 10 out of 10. Don't ignore me when I say that this dish is hard to beat. I will see myself out. Wait, let me tell you about the artist today. The artist today is Lynn Heinbach, and she is from Brooklyn, New York. These monster illustrations totally spoke to me. I just think they are fabulous. I'm leaving all of her information in the description if you want to support her work. Okay, now let's do the next egg dish.
Hello everyone, my name is Benedek. I'm from Budapest, Hungary, and today I would like to introduce you to Tojásos nokedli. The name of this dish is quite hard to translate to English, as with most Hungarian words, but it's basically a fresh homemade pasta with eggs. The pasta part is nokedli, which is just a simple dough made from flour, water and eggs. And we usually have nokedli as a side dish with stews or goulash. But in this dish, it's not a side, but it's a main dish. And so we take the nokedli, we cook it, and then we add some beaten eggs to it. And basically what you have is kind of like a carbonara without the bacon or the pancetta. I think the main reason that it's very popular here in Hungary is because it's simple. Most of Hungarian cooking is just simple home cooking with very cheap and very basic ingredients, like here flour and eggs, and from just these two ingredients you have a whole filling dish, which is very nice. I particularly like this dish because it's easy to prepare and you know that it's a home cooked meal, so it's kind of comforting as well. I hope you give this dish a try and get to taste something really Hungarian, and I hope you will enjoy Hungarian cooking. Cheers!
So I feel like in essence this is, I made homemade pasta. This is pasta. Whoa, this is crazy. It's good. It's like a gnocchi without the potato, or like ravioli without the stuffing. I wonder if people put cheese in this. I feel like feta or Parmesan cheese would be really good. I used a spatzel maker to do this. It was only $9, so if you're interested, I would say definitely a good investment. If you can't find that, I think you could use a cheese grater and lay it flat, because you kind of just need the dough to fall through holes. I was very intimidated to make this in the beginning. The idea of making pasta was like, haha, fun. But honestly, it was easy. And it just, like, I feel a sense of accomplishment, and it's delicious. Before the next dish, let's talk about the sponsor today, Misen. Misen offers premium kitchen tools at affordable prices. Today, I'm going to be using their non-stick pan to make tamagoyaki, one of my favorite Japanese egg dishes. Typically, this is done in a square pan, but most of us have circular pans like this 10-inch non-stick frying pan. So I'm going to show you how to make it in a circle pan. You're going to whisk 2 eggs with sake, mirin, water, sugar, and salt. The nice thing about this frying pan is when it says 10 inches, you actually get 10 inches of space. The non-stick coating on this is thicker and more durable, lasting 2.5 times longer than traditional non-stick pans. You want to pour your eggs into the pan when it is lightly greased, and when it's cooked on the bottom and just a little wet on the top, fold in the sides and then roll from the other end. That is your first roll. You're going to put a little bit more oil down and add eggs and keep rolling to create the rolled egg. I really do like using non-stick frying pans. These are quite safe because they are PFOA free. And this pan is great because it is compatible with all cooktops, gas, electric, and induction. And it's safe for very high temperatures, up to 450 degrees. This is a really nice pan to work with. My tamagoyaki has also turned out perfectly. I'm gonna show you a cross section here. See those beautiful layers? And it's got such lovely flavor. I have my beautiful tamagoyaki. I'm also going to link a great video that will teach you in a more real way how to make this. The mirin and sake give it such a great flavor. And look at how perfect it is. No sticking. If you are interested in purchasing a Misen pan, check out the link in my description and use my code Beryl, which will give you 20% off your first order. And you can also try to make the perfect tamagoyaki in a circle pan. All right, we have some exciting egg dishes coming up, so let's get Kraken? I already did that one. Let's go back to it.
My name is Marvella Guglielmelli, and I live in Silicon Valley. I am from the Seychelles island. Seychelles is known for its beautiful beaches. Also, we are known for largest seed in the world. It is called a coco de mer. The dish that I'm gonna make is Dizef salad, haricot vert, egg salad, and green beans. It tastes sour, and when you combine it with rice, it balances it out. Seychellois cooking, we really like sour and salt and spicy. It is pretty common to make the salad when you don't have fish or meat out. I remember my mom and my grandmother making this dish for us, and we usually have it for lunch on Sundays. But to me, you can have it any night. This dish is different from American salads because they usually put a mayonnaise or a heavy sauce. But this salad has vinegar. It is very light and easy, and it's tasty.
Sour egg salad from Seychelles. Wow, say that 5 times fast. Sour egg salad from... I couldn't even say it once. Anyway... You can really see the French influence in how this salad looks. I mean, side by side, my version versus a more typical French egg salad. I love that the main notes of this are sour because I love sour. Ooh, it is salty and sour. Okay. I was very surprised that this was served with rice. The American in me is like, oh, egg salad, boom, put it on some bread. But I feel like having it on rice makes it actually feel like a very different kind of meal than having an egg salad sandwich. I sliced these onions, I've realized, too thin. I probably should have done like strips, if you know what I mean, instead of the very thin rings, because they kind of all stuck together. I think part of it is just that I love using my mandolin so much that I'll take any chance to use it. Even if I shouldn't. My favorite thing about this is that it has challenged my notion of what an egg salad is. I am so used to the creamy, mayonnaise-y ones. This is actually way more up my alley. And I feel like I kind of always have green beans lying around. I don't know if that's just me. There's always like 10. I'm like, what am I gonna do with 10 green beans? Egg salad from Seychelles. I found this egg salad to be seriously excellent.
My name is Young. I currently live in Seattle, Washington, but I am originally from China. The dish that I would like to share with you today is Ji Dan Geng, or Chinese-style steamed eggs. It's a pretty common dish in China, I think. There are different variations and toppings options, but at its core, it's basically a savory steamed egg custard made with beaten eggs mixed with either water or broth. The way that my family would make it is to add dried baby shrimp to the mixture before steaming, and before serving we would drizzle it with some soy sauce and sesame oil. The flavor is pretty simple because there really aren't a lot of ingredients involved, but I like that it's savory but light at the same time. The eggs are really soft and fluffy, and when you bite into the baby shrimp, you really get a pop of umami with that. Overall, the dish is really cozy and comforting, and it just really warms you up from the inside. Steamed eggs can really be eaten at any time of the day, I think, but growing up, my parents used to make it often on the weekends for breakfast. Otherwise, there really wasn't time to enjoy something like that on a weekday morning, so it always felt like a treat for me. It's become one of my comfort foods, so nowadays I'll make it for myself on the weekends for breakfast. This is a really great dish for everyone to try because it's super easy to make and the flavors are very approachable. The ingredients are also pretty easy to find as well. Even if you don't have dried baby shrimp, you can substitute it with broth to flavor the eggs instead. like veggie, chicken, or dashi broth as well is what I use sometimes. And once you know how to make it, you can easily customize it and eat it with different toppings too. I hope you like it. 我希望你喜欢.
I found this dish to be a little difficult to make, if I'm telling the truth. I steamed it, and then when I took it out, it was super jigglypuff and definitely not ready. Steamed it some more, still not ready. I eventually had to call it. I feel like, like there's definitely, it's holding itself together. Anytime anything is described as a custard-like dish, I feel like custard is just not my thing, Let's see how it is. Well, it tastes excellent. The white pepper and sesame oil on top is really nice. I can't taste the baby shrimps too much. Did I even get a baby shrimps? Maybe they're just like a little bit salty. I feel like maybe I should have cooked it a little more even, because it's kind of disintegrating now in my bowl. Like, I might have to put this in the category of dishes I haven't been able to replicate easily. It's simple enough, I just perhaps wasn't patient enough, or I also think maybe steaming it in this bowl wasn't the right thing. Maybe I should have done a wider bowl so that there was more surface area. That's what I'm thinking now. Yeah. I want to say that I know a lot of people get intimidated to try new things because you're like, what if I fail? The nice thing about this dish is that it was just 2 eggs. So the buy-in is quite low. It's not like you're spending a ton of time and a ton of ingredients to mess up. I feel inspired to try again, but maybe not like right now.
Hi, I'm Princy. I live in the city called Cochin in Kerala, India. Today I would like to share with you all the dish called egg chai or egg tea. I like this dish very much because of its different and a unique combination, the black tea and a raw egg. And as Asians, we used to drink tea on a daily basis. So it won't be a regret to try out a different, unique tea once in a while, experimenting with the teas. I prefer to have this tea during the evening snacks time, serving it hot. This dish, egg chai, usually made in the olden times, especially in the state Kerala, the southmost state in India. Sometime when the milk is not available, they used to depend on the egg to make the egg chai. Whenever I make this egg chai, it always leads me to the beautiful memories I had with my grandmother. My father used to brag. His mother and grandmother used to make him a egg chai, and then I keep begging my grandmother, and finally one day she made it for me with love. I know that many people will be scared because of the raw egg, but trust me, you won't regret it. So don't hesitate and try it out. Hope you all enjoy the egg chai.
We're drinking egg tea out of a fancy wine cup because I didn't have any other glasses that felt like the right size. This really reminds me of an egg coffee that I made from Vietnam, and I liked that one. It does kind of smell eggy though. Does it taste eggy? It doesn't taste eggy. It tastes kind of good. How does this happen? So crazy. Like, I did purposefully use a very farm fresh egg for this. My mom's friend raises chickens. She gave me some eggs. So, I feel safety measures, like, we're fine. I think it's just like a mental thing, like, I'm drinking eggs. Good cup of tea. If you didn't tell me there was an egg in it, I wouldn't know. When I told Rajat and my friend Kedar about this, both men who were raised in India, they were like, no, that's not a thing. But here, we're always learning, we're always figuring out new foods from the countries that we ourselves were raised in. Countries are huge, food culture is even bigger. You just don't always know what's out there. It is making me feel like I've done 2 coffee episodes and I've done no tea episodes. Should we do a tea episode? This was our 3rd egg episode, so the other 2 are linked here. I hope that you watch them, get some more ideas, and I will see you all in my next episode. Cheers.